We all do it. Sitting at the computer, in your bedroom, on the toilet, or, even at the library if you're daring. Some of you might be old school. You might be using a magazine, or some of you might be transcendental. You could be using your imagination. We all do it. We all consume it. Porn. Comparison porn.
Well, would you look at that cream pie? Hi, my name is Ben Hillman, and this is Some Slacker Stuff. Content created by me, for you, exploring the concepts of vulnerability, mindfulness, and creativity. And I'm sure that you do too, have a bunch of people that I follow on YouTube and on the internet in general. Sometimes it's just escapism, other times it's research for my job, or maybe I'm just bored. Other times it can be a distraction, kind of like I talked about in my last video. But then there's this fatal shift that sometimes happens, where I'm no longer receiving joy from the content, I'm actually receiving pain. This inspiration becomes detrimental to my health because thoughts creep in like, I wish I was better. I wish I could do what that person is doing. I should be able to make better videos. Why can't you be better at videography, writing, or at public speaking? You're never gonna be as good as Casey. I trip and I fall into this seemingly bottomless pit where I hold my standards up to others. And then when I do reach the bottom, I think to myself, how did I get here? Who put me in this place? And I realize that it's me. And so then I think, after some wallowing, how do I get out of here? How do I pick myself back up? And the answer is the same as the previous question. It's me. I get it that this is a bit of a dramatic example, so if that's not your bag, then check this next example out. There's this video on YouTube called Casey Neistat, What You Don't See. And it's all about Casey's editing and filmmaking style. To the casual observer, it looks polished, it looks pristine, it looks like he just put a lot of effort into it. It looks like he even had like an entire film crew follow him. It looks perfect. Casey has an immense background in filmmaking, in TV shows, in commercials, all things art involved with video. So he knows how to manipulate his audience into feeling a certain way. That way he can make something that's purposeful actually look accidental and thus making him seem more authentic. And this is all a culmination of years of making videos. Casey's even gone as far as putting old videos that he's made that may be more amateur into his videos. He's been shooting videos since he was a kid. And a side note here, I love how vulnerable this makes him because he's kind of showing you that even someone as good as him had to start somewhere. And this is what you don't always see. You get lost in the flashy edits, in the cool technology, and the quote, perfect life. And this is what people like Casey are known for, because all of this is carefully crafted and put together to make you feel a certain way. I think that we get lost in the illusion that people are better than us. The fact of the matter is that we all work at varying degrees of difficulty. Some of us have more barriers in front of us than others. Some of us are just more naturally talented than others. I'm not trying to say that everyone's special. I'm just saying that everyone has their own nuances. Everyone has their own story that they have to craft for themselves to build the person that they want to be. Take my first video, for example. The final video is 3 minutes, it was shot entirely by me, and it went up on April 15th. You may have seen that video, you may not have, or you may not have thought anything of it, and if you haven't seen that video, go watch it right now or after this video. It took me almost a month, although not continuously, to get that video created, from concept to filming to editing to putting it out there for the world to see. There's even edits in that video that may not look out of the ordinary, that I spent an extra 30 minutes on, maybe even an hour on, to get it to look a certain way. Both achieve a similar result, but I had a certain image and vision in my head that I wanted to go for, so I put in that extra effort. I could have gotten away with the easy way, but I wanted to challenge myself. And that's not all. I've probably had similar ideas over the years. I've been making videos for as long as I can remember. My parents were both in the entertainment industry, and my entire family has been affected by it. I've watched way too much television, way too many movies, and a lot of YouTube. So basically for 15 or so years, I've been getting myself to this point. I've practiced, I've iterated, I've started all over again just to get where I am right now. Sometimes you have to put blinders on and just create your story without looking at what others are doing. Yeah, you're probably going to make some mistakes, you're probably going to be upset with some of the things that you decided to do, but at the end of the day, it's your story, so you tell it. Essentially look at those videos as inspiration and as examples of what hard work can do. Be mindful of comparing yourself to that person. You obviously have to put in work to get things done, but getting to the exact same result as someone else is 1, not realistic, and 2, it's kind of boring and unoriginal. While you may not end up creating exactly what you wanted to from the get-go, you're going to end up with some result that is going to be out there for people to see. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to make fuck-ups, there's going to be things that you want to change, but also remember that there's always going to be another project for you to work on. So just use what you learned and start on that new one. We already have Peter McKinnon's, we already have Casey Neistat's, we already have Sorella More's, we have Sarah Dietschy's, we have Philip DeFranco's, we have David Dobrik's, we have all of these people that are already creating all of this great stuff. We have enough of those people, but we don't have enough of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the concept that I talked about today, or if you have your own thoughts on comparison porn or just comparing yourself to others, let me know down below. What do you do to rid yourself of those thoughts, to kind of move past them? Let me know. And subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm working on making more videos and you're going to want to see them. I'll see you next time.